Welcome back to the Jankstream. Yep, getting janky with it. Ooh la 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 la. People ask, they say, what is it with Jankstream? Why do you. Come on, buffer Jankstream. You got it. You can buffer. See, what you do is, as soon as you get rolling, it stops it. See, the whole thing of the buffering is twofold. First and foremost, to get no continuity going with the stream itself. Okay. Second of all, if I talk about see right there, see like there's 38 people here. Stop it. Get the former CIA agent that now works for Google to hit the buttons. Saw a great stream on X today about there's literally hundreds all up in the grill, all up in the major echelons of all the big tech. It's all like former alphabet soup people. Because when you're a total douchebag loser and you can't make it in the CIA, natural next thing to do is just to go over to big tech. So, said my piece. We'll move on. Buffering, buffering, buffering. Yep, that's right. So the title is MAGA Communism. Buffer, buffer, buffer. By the way, Google AI really likes communism. So this is actually, from what I understand, is going to be not pro-communism, but not anti-communism. We're going to talk about it. This is something that I just kind of saw. I've never really seen this before, but as a person that does enjoy a nice political thought, which, by the way, challenged in the comments said, if you hate politics so much, why do you talk about politics? No, I don't hate politics. I hate politicization. Okay, big difference. Taking Taylor Swift and having the Department of Defense try to make ways to make her so she can sell a war to people. Yeah, I got a big problem with that. That's called politicization. Okay? Talking about political theory, like Marxist conflict theory, and how it is trying to be infused into the MAGA movement by people like Jackson Hinkle, well, I find that to be fascinating. Okay? So I've been reading about this for about the last hour, and I've just been trying to wrap my head exactly what it is. So, um, basically, what it is this guy by the name of something Aldin, obviously Middle Eastern, Haz Aldin. He's got a Substack called Infrared, and he's a Marxist Leninist. Okay, so he's into it. He's a true believer. And basically, he was on the left, because that's where the communists used to reside. But he said, you know what, you have to recognize with the whole MAGA movement that the people are kind of in it because they're having a bit of a class struggle. So this is where the counterculture class struggle is, and where the communist movement should start to align itself. Basically, he says that the MAGA movement is wide open, and it's a politically open terrain, I think is what they said. So because of that, there's a lot of people over there that they could align with and maybe crack into. So as you know, I have a major disdain of communism because I teach history, and I can tell you right now, I'll tell you what I tell my students, okay? Get ready to get buffered. Come on, Janky, buffered up. I'll tell you what I tell them. The problem with communism, with Marxism, is it is a religion. It is not a political movement. Okay? It's a religion. So when you know that, then you know that for it to work, you have to have true believers. My problem with politics in America is the politicization of things. Also, the sports ball, elements of it. I like the Democrats, that's my team. I like the Republicans, that's my team. Well, what's your policy? Like, what are you doing? I enjoy the game of football because I like watching, people throw the ball, catch it acrobatically, that kind of thing. So, what this whole thing now has become is now you've got this Jackson Hinkle guy, which I'm not really a follower or I'm not real up on his stuff. I know he likes to go to Russia a lot, so there you go. And this thing is starting to kind of, I don't want to say spread like wildfire, but if it's on my radar, it's doing something, you know. So he said, anyone who doesn't pledge allegiance to the status quo, including communists, was relegated to the margins of the political system, if not regarded as an enemy of the state. With Trump, all this changed. For the first time in a long time, a mass movement emerged that situated itself outside of the status quo. Against the status quo, in fact, means that radical political distinctions, rather than simple distinctions, are now possible, even in the realm of our democratic state. That's the beauty of the MAGA movement. So, no, I'm not really MAGA, and I'm not really, I'm definitely not communist. So, but this whole thing, and this is honestly, folks, this is why. And I know I've got people that are pro-Trump. I'm not trying to tear anyone down, but I'm going to be honest with you. And I said this, to my students. There are no kings. There is, the only person that we should bow the knee to is Christ. So when you see people that are friends that are like true believers into the MAGA movement, into Trump, and they think that he's going to be the end all be all, I want to tell them to take that with a grain of salt. Don't go balls deep on it. You can be in there, you can go to the rallies, you can be into it, you can vote for them, yada yada. But don't hang your hat and ride everything on it. Always have a contingency plan. And that's not. I mean, I between Trump and Biden, I would choose Trump. He aligns with me more politically. I'm a conservative. I described myself earlier as a Christian, Western-based morals father. I guess that's the best way. That's what I want to describe myself as. So, communism doesn't really play into it. The problem with communism is it's a religion, okay? And it's a godless religion at that. So, this might be a joke. They might be using this as a way to kind of, shock and awe. That's always a thing, too. But, I tell my students, I said, every generation tries to get sold this bill of goods. Communism thing comes in and they try to sell it to you, And maybe there's going on. Maybe there's an element of comedy to this and all that, but, be careful. This whole communism thing is insidious. You never know. So, all right, there we go. It said, Smokey said, yeah, wife and I talk FaceTime every day. We're totally good. Told her friends. Oh, sorry, I thought you got it. That's why my thing changed. My lovely wife was calling. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where this whole thing is going. I just thought the whole term is a contradiction. I think that's why they like it. So it's got a bit of a contradiction to it, as he said. He said the primary contradiction in American politics is between MAGA and the status quo. Partisanship has made a definite return in the United States solely in the MAGA movement, which has again reintroduced real political enmity and distinction to the belly of the globalist beast itself. Point is not what Trump says, but what he means to people. When people fly the Trump flag, and what they're saying is F the World Economic Forum, F big tech, F big pharma, and F the status quo. So, well, I mean, if you've been around, you know I'm down with all those Fs. So, I don't know. Interesting. It's very interesting. So, so a lot going on today in the whole geopolitical world. Of course, we'll be covering that over on the crisis report after. Um, do you guys know why I Jankstream? Let me tell you why I Jankstream. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Let me try to word this in a way that Borgo doesn't catch on. There's a bit of a loophole doing the mobile thing. Okay, if you've been creating on the old tubes for a long time, they've stagnated people and make it so you have to do certain things. And you know, I'm sure you've heard other content creators getting mad. Well, for some reason, I had to Well, actually, I know I was getting low on my hours on the StreamYard. And so I didn't have, it was the end of the month, 2 days left or 3 days left, and I didn't have any time really left on my allotted streaming numbers, right? And I like to live stream. It's just easier, it's better, it's quicker. And so I thought, you know what? I will turn on the old mobile phone. I know it'll be kind of janky because it buffers and yada yada, but we'll just roll the dice. We'll see what happens. And immediately after, I looked at it, and the numbers were numbers that I had not seen on this channel since one of the people in the back hit the old Borg buttons about a year ago, 2 years ago. They're positive numbers. I'll just put it to you that way. I was reaching people I had not reached in a long time. So, did it again the next night, happened again. Did it again the next night, happened again. And now I guess, I don't know how long it'll go for. But yeah, you Jankstream, and evidently it's almost like the numbers are au naturel again. And I know this because I do the pro stream on Crisis Report, and those numbers are, you know, what you would expect. So anyway, that's why people, you know, why it buffers and all that. Oh, by the way, that's true. Whenever I'm actually thinking about starting a drinking game. Now I don't drink. I'm not gonna drink. Well, actually, I can drink my seltzer. So anyway, it's my seltzer. See, right there. Um, and every time it buffers, you have to drink. And the topics I do, like if it's like Rona or um, who we choose as our leaders, things like that kind of get you in trouble. Uh, you drink every time it buffers, and the longer it goes, the longer you have to drink. So if you're sitting there and you're pounding, and it's buffering for like a good 20 seconds, you have to drink for 20 seconds. Okay. So that is the PrepperNow Jankstream drink game. It's only on Friday and Saturday nights. Okay, we don't do it on Wednesdays or Thursdays. All right. So yeah, PNW. Thank God I'm sober too, but at least I can get people drunk, right? So yeah, there's a lot. A lot of people went to the hospital today. Well, Bullish Dragon. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on board. Yeah, you can join me here. I don't, you know, it's just a support thing, I guess, for the members. Notice, like, MD Creekmore video is like, you know, this is, you know, try and tell there's a bunch of preppers out there that sell stuff. And be careful, right? I don't really sell anything. I sell me. If you like what I'm doing and you like what I'm talking about, well, uh, you can hit that support button and all that kind of thing. So, anyway. So yeah, we're let's see what we got going on at the old crisis report over on the other channel. Well, we're going to be talking about let's see. A lot of people went to the hospital today. Joe went and got a his mental thing done. Well, his physical thing done. They didn't do the mental. And then the Pope, he went to the hospital And let's see, there's the King of Norway. He's in the hospital. And there's one more I'm missing. I'm trying to think who else. There's one more I'm missing. Anyway, um, Trump had a big day. You know, he got onto the Supreme Court, but then again, also an Illinois judge has removed him from the primary ballot. So again, this tit for tat crap that's been happening. And so, order stayed on March 1st, 2024, in anticipation of an appeal. So at least she gave him, time to appeal. That was very kind of you. Thank you, MAGA Marxists. I don't know. I mean, I don't think any politician is going to get us out of this. I think it's just at this point, it's a slow careening towards the rocks of reality. Um, Posting on my other channel, my locals and my whatchamacallit, subscribe star. So I post over there. And a lot of posts right now are showing a lot of really super rich people are selling a crap load of stocks. Like the most ever. There's a thing called Quiver, and it follows all the politicians, and evidently Tommy Tuberville is really good at this whole thing. And so, if you want to make money, go do what Tommy does. Tommy's doing well, but at the same time, Tommy just sold a crap load of stocks. Nancy has sold a crap load of stocks. Bezos has sold a crap load of stocks. The lizard himself, Zuckerberg, crap load of stocks. And Walton, the family, a bunch of them have sold, and it's been people that generally never sell, and they sold stuff that was like linked to Walmart itself. So I think retail's got a real problem. I think we're heading towards some financial dire straits, if you will. And my mom and dad kind of play the market, and I tell them all the time. I somehow got them out in March of 2020 when the whole thing crapped the bed. A week before, I said, we're done. Like, no one's going to buy anything. Everything's shut down. You need to stop. You need to just get out. And they did, and it saved them a lot of money. But now they're back, and they're at the casino table and rolling the dice. And you know what? I mean, honestly, folks, that's exactly what it is. It's just a casino table. I heard they want to also potentially take away our ability for IRAs and make it so they're not tax-free. And tax them like income. Why? Because they're not getting the money. And honestly, when you see all this, when you see all the usury and all the crap going on around us, the main thing you have to know is that they are broke and they are going to come after all of it. Because that's all they can do. It's not like they've got any ability to raise money outside of just raising taxes, which of course is going to make it so everything gets worse. We're my wife and I are pretty well put together, but even we're like, holy crap, man, stuff is really expensive right now. So, I don't know. Are you seeing it? If you're seeing the expense, I'm sure you are. And then you throw on the fact that we've got all these new human beings coming over. That's going to make food go up. They wanted to combine Kroger and Albertsons, and they're trying to stop that. Sorry, Borg. That's negative against the regime. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. We're all good. You know what? I got to tell you, man, the price of peanut butter is so cheap. How cheap is it? Oh, it's so cheap, makes you want to just vote for Joe Biden again. Yep. So yeah, let's switch gears. Sorry, Borg, I apologize, buddy. That's how you know. That's a Jankstream right there. Isn't it nice? It's kind of good. You're like, ooh, what is it we can't talk about? Oh, can't talk about the negative economy. Okay? Now you know. So if you guys start a channel like we do here, the Jankstream tells you. Jankstream says you can't go over the economy. Everything's fine. Okay? You go out there, you scream that from the windows. Tell them everything is fine. It's great. It's awesome. The crappy white bread is $4 a loaf now. It's awesome. That's my America. Yep. Well, folks, I think we hit our 20-minute mark. I'm tired tonight. Wednesday, Thursday is my super tired time. So I'm going to set up the old crisis report. You come on over. You come on over and you sit down and we'll go through all the nasty. And you can take it for what it is, and you can join me there as well on the PrepperNow.substack.com. But yeah, we are on the crisis report is youtube.com / @crisis report. If you would like to see all of that loveliness. All right, folks. We're going to turn it off. We're going to go on over to the other channel. God bless. Stack stock. Stick to the plan. Keep it on the spoon and powder dry. And I appreciate you coming by the Jankstream. God bless.